Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Grand Tactician with Civil War as we continue our Confederate Career campaign in the Whiskey and Lemons DLC, yada yada yada. We all know where we are. Okay, and as we rejoin the action of Jebediah Leslie here, we are of course in the middle of the defence of Richmond yet again. Well, I suppose last time we were attacking Richmond, we had a big battle around here. Anyway, we're defending Richmond against a kind of equally sized federal force. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's definitely heading towards our victory. It's not going to go down in the annals of history as any kind of great military masterpiece. It's been, but it's fine. A fairly steady victory nonetheless. Casualties at the minute are even Stevens. Partly we had a bit of a partly commander error, partly pathfinding error, which resulted in some high casualties to our cavalry forces. And since then, we've been kind of enacting a nice little partial surround and using our rifled muskets to best effect. As you can see, the Federals are starting to crack. They've got a few fairly winded troops, which will help them break a little bit better. So I'm expecting this to head towards a general rout fairly quickly. And on the plus side, this is of course giving ourselves lots of experience for our infantry, who most of which are fairly not inexperienced, but they're certainly not crack or anything like that. So a couple of 1 stars, a few 2s, and there is the occasional 3 or 4. What perks have you got? You're hopefully leveling up Grand Battery. You haven't got a perk yet, and you are. Oh no, you're Grand Battery. You're a counter battery fire, skilled link, and you should be on that. You are. Good man. Okay. Oh, how are you only just getting to the battle? Oh, you're not part of my core brigade. You're Confederate reinforcements. Ah, there they are. Okay, that explains why you're just getting to the battle. So we've got a fairly reasonable cauldron going on here. Let's come in and see if we can provide some flanking fire against these Vermonters, BT. And try and break the back of the formation. We will try and, once the this brigade has broken, regiment has broken, sorry, we shall then swing round and try and do a full circle. Not as important in this game as it would be in reality, because routing units can and will happily route through your lines. Right, don't attach them. I want to move in and start engaging 10th there. Let's have you. Oh, you're just attaching. Let's have you actually return to your unit. Love your whole unit. Start moving up on this ridge. Beautiful. The ones who are doing a battery, I'm going to have you to cease so we can change that. You're on fire. Well, okay. Well, let's do a bombard. I need to go further back. And you, good sir, same orders approach. Again, you're on fire at well. Not sure as to why. Go slightly further back. Excellent. Oh, they have broken, so we're going to start pushing these infantry regiments around like so. You're trying to retake the guns. That's not going to go particularly well for you. Okay, we had one unit here who was a bit shaky, but you've got back to stable now. Only 56%. We've got another one in these Georgians that can come and take up some of the fight. Although I'd quite like skirmishers, if you've got them, to go deal with these artillery. And then we'll get the Georgians themselves in position to kind of advance afterwards. Oh no, don't be a detachment. I'm not worried about picking up those guns. You are not advancing as I requested. Please advance as I requested. You are good. You are just a detachment. Let's get you back into the main fight as well. Since most of those artillery pieces have gone the way of it, and we'll get you to move forward as a regiment. Okay, our skirmishers here are doing good work. You probably do. You're okay actually. I'm going to get you to advance though, get a little bit closer, and there they are retreating. So, for all my huffing and puffing, it was only going to take us 5 minutes longer, and I could have potentially finished the battle in the last episode, but there we go. Isn't hindsight a wonderful thing? Now, with them retreating, we will, of course, like to try and get our cavalry involved. Now, they obviously morale wasn't great because it's a few incidents early days. Let's put you all onto cold steel as well. And then we are going to advance you to maybe try and chase down some of these units. Although I'm not sure we're going to have the greatest opportunity. Okay, you're going to be able to get some shots away as these guys continue to advance towards you. Yeah. We might do. Let's get them over here and see what happens. I'm just going to give you a general advance to come this way. And see who we can catch. We got here? We've got a couple of brigades who are about to break. There's 700 of them. I might wait till the first one breaks, and then we'll go for a good old cavalry charge. While they're getting peppered from all sides come Sunday. In this, we should see hopefully the casualties jump up a little bit. Okay, there we go for the route. Yeah. Didn't seem like it was crazy amount of casualties. Yeah, you're continuing to harass these guys as they retreat. I appreciate that. And we will try and catch off this regiment at the rear as well. They surrendered. Excellent. 650 men. That's a huge little coup at the end of the fight there. Right, I'm then going to get you guys to dismount and loose order. I'll lay down. Loose order, because you know, no. Please do that. Cold steel tricking us up there. You're engaged. So anyone else we could swing around? We've only got 20 minutes left. Let's see what we can bring around to get involved in this. Maybe a final charge in here. You're not close enough to start shooting. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more chances, but we can hope and dream. Like to end about these units here if we could. Essentially with all three of these fine units at once. So I don't think they'll stand for it. Okay, you have at them. You have at them. And you're going to come in behind as well. And then we're just going to keep firing at these gents. Although, actually, Cass here could come in for a charge. First one has broken. Right, we'll take care of them. It's a big stramash in the middle. Second one has broken. Third one's broken. Excellent. 100 prestige for casualties there. 45 for casualties. Whew! Tasty. Right, gold steel charge. Man, there's some crazy numbers flying around here. Beautiful. No more breaks, unfortunately, but I will take this prestige. Okay, and holy smokes, did that make a difference? So at the start of their route, they had about 1400 casualties, maybe 1400, we'll call it that. So that's like 2,000 casualties we managed to inflict purely in the routing phase, which has turned what was a very mediocre victory into a significant one with a casualty ratio of 3 to 1. Okay, I'm very, very happy with that ended up. And we did capture all 15 of their guns, mainly those machine guns, or Gatling guns I should say. Yeah, but we did lose a chunk of our cavalry, which is unfortunate because there's not that many of them. We may have to send a unit or two to go home. And we'll talk about that maybe when we get back to the campaign map. Alright, and here we are, a glorious victory at Richmond. And it was actually a major victory, which I hadn't really considered at the time. Excellent. Yeah, it's okay. So we have crippled that federal force, so they will retreat off. Now we'll let ourselves speed up time a little bit until we get through the actual fight, and there they go. Okay, let's have a quick look at our army. Now we definitely have enough prestige to get our final infantry unit, which I am going to do. We'll get some more Marylanders. Should we get Marylanders? Yeah, fine. Why not? That's might as well. I think. Oh, that was the design we were going for. Just infantry, 1,000 men. Volunteers is fine. Recruit them in, and we will give them Fayetteville's because that's what we should be moving towards. Excellent. And yeah, I want to have a look at some numbers here. So you've still got. Actually, you're okay, because having a disabled come back, you're going to have close to full. You're about 600 or so. 700, 700, 700. And poor Requin here, his brigade a little bit less. Wow. We've been around a lot now. So what we could do is we could send them home. Plenty of recruits available. They would get an additional 470 men. How long would that take? And I can't remember if I get another confirmation button. Well, it's only one unit, so we're gonna push and see what happens. No, I don't. Right, good to remember. It's going to take 40 days. Fine. So we may have to do a little bit of that. And again, let's check if there's any of these units which are severely under strength. No, they're okay actually. We seem maybe we're getting reinforcements at a relatively good rate because we are close to the Richmond. Oh, you guys are quite badly under strength. Were you my drafts? No, you're volunteers. Yeah, let's send you home as well. 47 days. Oh, it's a bit longer. Get you 7, we'll get you 14. Okay, and so we'll do that. And maybe when the other two, when these units come back, we'll rotate a couple more out. That way, we're trying to, you know, keep the strength up a little bit, but without spending 2 months or 2 months, a month and a half, whatever, to send the whole division away. The other thing we were, or has been discussions in McCollum, is about how we finally progress ourselves from here. So if we wanted to, for example, take Lee's job, we would need 8,000 prestige. That's quite a lot of prestige. Which we could get. You know, we get a good chunk per battle. We could definitely get there, probably towards the end of this campaign season. The other thing we could do is find somewhere else. Potentially this Department of Norfolk. We can bring our... Look at that, I could get his job for 1,000. Bring our units over, it's going to push the price up. Probably to a couple of thousand and then take over there. Is there any other options? We were offered another army position at some point. Yeah, same here, North Carolina, Northwest. Now here's a perfect one actually. So we would transfer our brigade into the army of Shenandoah and then take over. Or Smith's Corps. Why are there so many rubbishy corps kicking about? Okay, so anything that's not really garrison. Army of Piedmont. Okay. So I think we can do that. We will need to save up a couple of thousand. I don't know if it's anything analogous in terms of an army that controls pretty much a full division. Not really. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you control 4,000 men. And let's say it's comparable. I don't know if it is, but I think it's probably not far off. 1,000 prestige for about 4,000 men. We're going to bring in another, say, 12,000. So that's going to jump to something like 4,000 prestige, roughly. And at very least, even if we just take our own troops, so I want to take our Great Division with us, it's going to cost about 3,000, I think, for the division we've got. Oh, and there's a very good example. 3k to take over Walker, which is another full division. So that's the kind of figures we're needing. So a few more battles, I think we'd save that up. I had talked about unlocking legacy rifles for the Confederacy, which is something I would like to do. Mainly because I'm not 100% sure how the other AI armies get their weaponry. So, obviously in an actual proper campaign game, after having unlocked the rifles, we would have needed to, let's go to our own army so we can see what we're doing. We need to produce them, so there's no way we could have outfit our entire division, which I've now lost. This quickly. I thought they'd be number 1, they're not. Where are we? 18, right, I went right past it. It would have taken us months if not longer to get this many rifled muskets. And that's why you end up usually unlocking lots of different ones. Yeah, and like these guys are still using absolute trash weaponry. So I might even prioritise that over advancement, and we'll just spend this campaign season going around with our division, smacking people's face in and getting ourselves some great experience. So that our other compatriots can fight better. Okay, but we're doing nothing in the short term because we need to rest. We need to get our readiness up. We need to get our disabled men back. Now you should give us a full readiness. Okay, we don't need full readiness, but we are probably going to be sitting here for best part of a month. Oh, psychology studies done. Excellent. So one thing we were talking about as well was on... We were just talking there about our weakness with our infantry experience was potentially running the infantry core one, which is... I can't do it in a minute. Piffle. Okay, and it does cost prestige, which we want to perhaps keep. That might be a good one for future, as it makes our troops much more experienced. So in the meantime, although these prestige numbers are definitely becoming much more manageable, although I'm slowly running out of money. Is there anything we critically need to do? I'm not so... Wow, we are legendary now. Check us out. Is there any other bits and pieces we can purchase? Yeah, we can do. I don't think I need to change my weaponry. Our headquarters, I mean, can I replace you for anyone better? No, I would like... I don't know why everyone has 2 stars for your headquarters staff. I feel like that should improve. Okay. So I think I'll just hold on to my actions for just now. I don't think there's anything we super badly need. Well, I could maybe do a little bit more administration's always good. Oh, these things annoy me. No, I want to leave it. Hold on to some of my cash as well. I'm not sure why we're apparently reporting attrition, given... I mean, there's a supply depot right here, which is quite a big one as well. I mean, we could construct another one since we're going to be sitting here. I'm not sure how useful that is. Or maybe I can construct one. Why are we... Oh, it's because our readiness is so deficient we can do nothing but sit. Okay. Good. Well, my plan is to sit here for the next part of the month. And I don't think you guys need to sit and watch that, so I'll put a bit of a cutaway and we'll come back. Maybe not a full month, but I'll certainly come back in a few weeks and see if there's been any updates on the strategic side of things. Alright, and we are back. It is now May the 1st, so what was that, 3 weeks I think have transpired since you last saw. We are up to 14,000 men strength now. We've got our new infantry divisions. That's nowhere close. That's just like scales out. Our new infantry regiments have arrived. One thing I did notice is I actually inverted my colour scheme from my original cavalry. And I went because I was going through and doing it for all the units. But you know what? I like it. I'm going to keep it. So we're going to have green jacketed infantry and white jacketed cavalry. And then, I don't know, something madly different for artillery. But a bit of standardisation. In terms of a strategic situation, we've had 3 Confederate victories in the last month. So we had an engagement out at Gordonsville. We had one just north of Fredericksburg at Stafford Courthouse. And then we had one slightly further, I suppose, east at Fort Aquia Landing, or actually it was northeast. So 3 more victories for us. So that's really positive. Kind of, I don't know if they have an overall which way the war is swinging, but it feels like we're in a bit of an ascendancy here. Oh, you've just done a raft of recruitment. Oof. Also, Union responding with more men for the grinder as ever. The biggest concern for everyone, including myself, is supplies. So we're sitting here, and despite having been here for a month, we are really low on ammunition. 44% rifle ammunition, 27% artillery ammunition. And I had talked about potentially building a supply depot, but the problem is not a lack of depot. And you have a level 2 depot here, and they've got a little bit now. Okay, so we get 2.7 pieces of artillery ammunition and 3.8 pieces, I don't know exactly what it relates to, of weapons. But actually, when I checked this maybe about a week and a half ago, there was nothing here. It was 0. So we weren't pulling supplies from it. So with that being the strategic situation, the way I see it, there are two main objectives, I think, for ourselves as a force. So there's a big Confederate push going north. I'm kind of content to leave them to it. Really, we need to defend Richmond. I know there is Gordon's Corps here, but he's pretty small. So kind of clear out the Federal forces threatening from the southwest. We also want to raid Union supplies, because I think anything we can get from them is going to help ourselves. And they have just finished building a supply depot down here. So I feel for the kind of midsummer campaign objective for Leslie's division is going to be to push back the Federal forces, secure this depot. And how are we going to do that? Well, we could either head down to Petersburg, straight along the railway line, and take on the 1st and 3rd Division here. Are they both the Army of Occupation? Nope, you're of Army of Northeast Virginia, and you are of Army of Occupation. I really wish they were a bit more organised about how they controlled themselves. Anyway, we reckon there's about 20,000 men in these 2 divisions, and there's another 9,000 up here. At 20,000 men, I would take that fight. I do have a slight concern if we went directly for this force. Perhaps they would be able to reinforce from the division up here, and then it'd be, you know, closer to 30,000 men. We're about numbered to about 2 to 1, which is manageable but challenging. So I think perhaps what the better solution might be is going to be to drive on, I forgot the name of this place, Amelia. Give the 2nd Division another licking, send them packing, and then turn south. Ideally, we may have to do send them packing, come back for a little bit of supplies, and then go south again. But I'd like to try and do it in one big campaign, two battles, job done. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let's issue the order. We may find they have moved since we were last here, but let us head forth and see what we encounter. So at 3 in the morning, so hopefully we'll get things kicked off come daybreak. Actually, did we take the train? Or are we walking? Looks very much like we're walking along the road. Fine. Beggars can't be choosers. Although it will take us a couple of days to get there. Alright, speed through the night. Lieutenant General Ree ordered our units to march westward. Well, half a truth. Battle fought at Port Gibson and the Union were victorious. Ooh, it looks like there was a fight going on up here. Charlottesville. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Looks like it's swinging in our favour, and it looks like there's some more reinforcements in the way as well. Meanwhile. Oh, Rearguard action. Where are they? Oh, there. Okay, it looks like they are just going to run away from us. Okay, so we have taken control of all these little towns. Okay, so if they're not in a condition to fight, then let us head south and secure this depot. And see what we encounter. And even if we bite off more than we chew, I suppose we do have the ability to retreat to Richmond to lick our wounds. Not that's what we'd like to do. I did contemplate taking the action to buy supplies, but it's like $1,000. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are they just running away? Yes, they are. I can't see them yet, but they're going to pop up in a minute, I'm sure. Uh-oh. Disaster Edmonton. Which, no, it was Charlottesville. Victory at Charlottesville. Okay, good. I don't know where Edmonton is. Oh, hang on, what's up here? Oh, it's Morgantown. Okay, looks like that's going to be a victory. Victory's all over the shop, I like it. Apart from wherever that place was. Right, more importantly, we've pushed them back, looks like the depot's vanished. It was fully built. Okay. We're still in a good state of readiness. Let's quick look at the front lines. So we have pushed them back a little bit. I think we can maybe go and we can even try and retake Lynchburg and really push them into the mountains. Now we are in danger of overrunning our own supply lines, but let's I mean, we can just follow the railway. Alright, let's do this. I would like to keep some scouts out and about, if you could, please and thank you. Now there is a lot of federal forces buzzing around, so we do have to be careful should they choose to group up. And actually there is something to be said. Oh, hello. You went down here. Okay, you're just at headquarters. Well, I'm keen to keep pursuing them. If they're in such a bad state that they're unwilling to put up a fight, let's go for it. Our scouts come back, they've told us where they are. We're going to flip round and chase them down. See if we can't get them to... If we can get them to dissolve, that would be great. Although, as I said, there's a little bit in terms of gamification, where you could say, actually, this is really good. The Union forces have got loads of little, actually, medium-sized armies spread all over the place, and we can, you know, so they think they've got a lot of forces, and that allows us to drive in Washington. Whereas if we clear these out, we're going to have a more consolidated front. Is there anybody here? We are on offensive. Oh! Our scouts have played us wrong. They were up here. Making the lads march to the mud for no reason whatsoever. We should at least be upgrading our scouting, which will help our intelligence gathering. If I remember correctly, we did not pick any of these perks. Yeah, because I would never take the forced march one. Hospital one's okay. Scouts is fine, but foot cavalry is a bit rubbish. Right, let's see. They're going to stand and face it. So we'll have to watch our own supplies. They are running away from us. This is pleasant. What? How have we got here? 12,000 men in Lynchburg. Okay. We're withdrawing. That's good. We keep pushing them back. At some point, they're going to have to stand, presumably. I think at this point, we're going to push on to Lynchburg. And another supply depot, and also a town so we can supply our own troops. And then we can maybe chase the rest of these ghosts around the place. But they're now going to be well and truly cut off if we can take Lynchburg. Hello. If we take Lynchburg, we should be able to provision from the railway. Okay, it looks like they're just running away again. And we have a fight in our hands. Finally, someone is willing to stand and fight us amongst these federal wastrels. The 1st Division of a Department of Pennsylvania under John A. McClernand. McClernand, yes. Okay, perfect. This looks like an excellent fight for us. We outnumber them. They outgun us actually, but that's fine. Huzzah! Okay, we're on the Appomattox courthouse map. We are attacking the Union positions. There's actually quite a number of points to hold. I don't think there's anything particularly inventive that we're going to do here. I think I'm going to march the army probably just along these roads and come in past the Liberty Church, find out where they've set up their main defensive line, and then just use my numbers to flank them. Simple, but proven to be effective. Yeah, and that's it. So what I will probably do is I'll put another cut in here as I just scoot the army forward and do a bit of scouting, and then come back when we're a bit more ready for contact. Okay, just brought you back briefly. We're still getting very much into position. We're actually advancing in marching columns, just this southern tip of all the objectives. But we have actually encountered some of the Federals who are moving south, actually, which is unusual. I don't know if this is their entire force, or just a small section of it. Not sure, but we will deploy to engage these gentlemen. We've got a little bit of time to wait for the rest of the forces to catch up. But yeah, so we're going to kick things off fairly soon. But yeah, quite surprised to see them come out the fog of war towards me. Can keep things unpaused. I wonder if they'll keep advancing. Indeed they are. Okay. A bit of aggression from the AI here. I'm not against that in the slightest. I'll get these guys to throw out skirmishers just to help defend the main body as we wait for the rest of our troops to get here. Right, let's slow things down. What is the AI doing? Right, oh, a rattle of musketry erupts. It's not a bad idea, you know, attack us when we're still forming up. I'm not sure it's going to work out super well for them. So we have, you guys are coming in here, that's fine. You're coming in there, that's okay. Skirmishers are doing the job of buying us time. Who is on my rightmost flank? It is not Stribling. Not Herbert. Jenkins. I might ask you to come in a slightly different approach, Jenkins. I actually want you to. Where are you? You're miles away. I think this will be fine. Right, we've got... Oh, they've broken us already. Yeah, it's full brigades they are sending our way. Okay. Okay, they want a full fight. Let's give it to them. We'll advance our lines out. We'll push these guys up, and I think we're going to bring back our skirmishers. They've deployed a full division. If we can move into the tree line, that would be advantageous for obvious reasons. Good, you are coming into your position, excellent. And if we can defend the road from our other forces coming up, even better. Right, you, Prior. I do want to be careful not to pull in the full army until we are ready. Let's at least advance a little bit. Dribbling, where's a good position for you is probably actually, if we can manage it, up on this ridge here. I think that's a pretty good position to go slightly further forward, bombard the Union forces. You will of course need some forces to actually defend you, and I think Herbert's is going to be a good position for that. I'd like you guys to come up into this position, and then... Excellent, and we'll have our own cavalry, which will probably be the main flanking element round the left-hand side. Okay, this Pennsylvanians are regretting their initial hubris, I shall say, for advancing so aggressively, but credit to them. You should recall your skirmishers, as we have 3 of our brigades working on them. Regiments. Apologies. It's so hard not to call them individual units brigades. Okay, our new boys, is our greenhorns, are a little bit unsettled by the combat, and you are a detachment, but you're about to break, so that's okay. Let's have our more experienced troops advance to their front. This feels very historically accurate, to be honest, the way we've got an engagement starting as elements of our forces have bumped into each other, and then the rest of, it slowly spirals into greater conflict as the rest of our forces get involved. I notice that our artillery is actually relatively well ahead. Where are the start of Herbert's? Just forgot his name. No, not Jenkins. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, we've had enough retreating off. It is late in the day. We may not actually get much of a chance to attack. We may find they pull away in the night. In terms of initial skirmishes, yeah, going in our favour, just about. Which is probably to be expected. We're going to get these Texans here. Come up a bit of support. Okay. I think I want you just ever so slightly forward. And that'll be a fine position to get some battering going on. Okay, and we've driven back their attack. Excellent. You can now throw out some skirmishes to take care of this artillery. I'm going to move you over this way just so you're not blocking your opening line of the rest of your regiment. Okay, and we've got a reserve brigade forming up here, and we should have our reserve cavalry forming up somewhere close by as well. You're forming up back here. No, Stone, I want your cavalry over here. You're going to be my swinging one. Oh, yes, I need... wherever they are. I need Herbert's division. Which some of these men will be part of. Okay, we're at least going to have Lee take position just in case they try and push us with skirmishers. Okay, would you gentlemen care to unlimber? There is a war going on. Okay, our Whitworths here are going to be on counter battery. And then our 3-inch Armstrongs are just going to be on bombardment. And let's just start to hit this edge of the line. That's fine. Do what you can. Yeah, new hammer. So 2 of them hammering this flank. A few more heading to main body. So it would be quite nice to break them sooner rather than later. Right, how are we going on here? We've driven back those artillery. Excellent. Okay. Oh, my menu broke. Right, Prior. I'm going to have your whole division form up on this ridge. And then let's have Jenkins here. I'd like you to go into single line. And I'll wait for the order to come through before I share another one. And then you're going to form up on our left flank. Oh, you're still not there. Okay, let's throw out some more skirmishers to deal with them. And then we're going to pull Jackson's brigade here into initially a bit of reserve since they've done some in the opening fighting. Okay, Stone's going there, Jenkins moving there, Herbert's moving there. Perfect. Right, these guys should hopefully just get killed as they try and reman these guns. Okay, your detachment I would like just up in this hill, please. Good. And we'll see if they withdraw in the night. Okay, you are now in proper single line formation. Advance to your position on my left flank. Herbert, get with your men. Leslie in the middle of it all, and Stone... Oh, I was thinking about replacing you. Because you seem to have poor control of your men. I'm actually going to fling you right out to this forest out here. I know, you'll get there. Perfect. And I don't think we're going to push too much in the night time. Our guns can do a bit of warming up. Our units will need a little bit of not only rest, but some of them might be... they're okay, some might be... what's the word I was looking for? Fragmented slightly through their marching and getting mixed up. Yeah, we're running low on ammo. There's another unit broken. You guys can skirmish with them. Let's just focus fire. So I'm going to have you fall behind Prior's men. Oh, and that's the end of the day. Okay, troops resupplied. We shall see if we get much. Continue deployment. Right, I don't know if they're going to move. It's also possible they come and stand right in my face. I've certainly seen that before. Let's advance you slightly. Can we do that and then get them out again? No, hang on. You're part of that unit. So yeah, you pop back here. You out here, and let's have you also actually, let's get your skirmishers on the go. Perfect. If they were right in front of us, we may end up just recalling these to get a greater weight of fire, but it's not bad having it out front, just in case the Unions start the day with all their skirmishers out in fine fettle as well. Oh, hello. Similarly over here, let's get the skirmishers out from Herbert's infantry. Get their job, start doing their job, I should say. And then we'll get our regiments to form in behind, a couple of cavalry. Stones. Oh, I'm going to find a better commander than you, Stones. I've had enough of your shenanigans. Let's get you over here. Your men fight well, but you, sir, well, less said the better. Okay, and you're here too. So we're quite, yeah, we've got a reasonable strength in the centre. If they had a big push against our artillery, that could cause us a few problems, but I think we've got enough forces in support, but it's not going to be an issue, and I'm not going to worry about breastworks or anything. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So they've run away, and they've left their detachments to screen them. Okay. Well, that seems like a good outing for the cavalry. run down 50 men in the open. Although, yeah, there you go. Goodbye. One of them made it. They ran away at some speed, and they've reformed their lines. Okay, so we'll have to set up again. Very similar. Do I even need to move my artillery positions? Probably just forward slightly, and then again, I'm going to push stones out to the right. I'll probably keep my infantry. I'll swing Jenkins. Actually, I might swing Jenkins across the river. We'll have Pryor push up just through the open, and then we'll have Jackson probably push in front of the cannons. We shall take the fight to them and hopefully end it by the end of this day. Excellent. Yep, Kaiser's very much going in their favour for now, so can't complain about that. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to throw in a quick pause here. We'll come back with a bit of a chunkier fight in us. I thought we might be able to wrap it up quickly if we'd got an early engagement, but sensible from the AI to pull back, try and hold a defensible position. But we won't let that stop us. Perfect. Alright, well, I will catch you all in the next one. Cheerio.